Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Ab Daily News with your hockey coach, Guru Coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 206, with your new coach today. First of all, the review of the Montreal Canadiens in the last 10 game. Then I want to talk about the top prospect Montreal Canadiens, Lane Hutson, his progression and development since the beginning of his season in NCAA. But before we start, we invite you, please don't forget to click on the likes, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Show, leave me a comments about this episode, and of course, please sharing this video on your social media. Let's dive in talking about the first subject of the day. My first subject, guys, is about the review, the last 10 game Montreal Canadiens. If you know hockey a little bit more, every coach, when you see the schedule, they work by tranche of 10 game during the season. So they're looking 1 to 10, then 11 to 20, 21 to 30, and all the way like this until to the end. So I want to reviewing a little bit what happening in the last 10 game for the Montreal Canadiens. First of all, guys, the record is 4-5-1. The goals for 26 goals. The goal again 34. That's gave them, guys, an average of 2.6 goals per game versus 3.4. It's a differential of -8 goal during that lap of 10 game. Then I want to talk about the power play. Obviously, the power play struggle compared to the second tranche of the 10 game. They have only 13.2. They are 31 in NHL during the 10 game. Then the PK dropped at 79.1. There was 19 in NHL during the 10 game. Now, the power play problem, guys, they are 124 in the last 4 game. And if look at my video, episode number 205, I'm talking about the power play. Some solution Montreal should look what they should improve their power play. Obviously, Montreal, guys, until they don't get a quarterback, we can talk again the coaches, the staff, and everything. We don't have a quarterback. We have flanker. We have some good player can score, but until we don't have a Chris Letang or a Roman Uzi or a Victor Ekman, you know I'm talking about, Adam Fox, Kel McCarr, Montreal is going to suffer on the power play most of the time. Then I want to talk about, guys, the last 4 game versus the team are not in the playoff. Again, Anaheim, Ottawa this week, San Jose, they shoot out 4-0. And they lost again the Vancouver Canucks by the score 7-6. So just give you an idea, this is really losing approximately 6 points to 8 points to could add on their record of the season. That would give them a better situation or a better place to be in the standing. Obviously, they lost again them. Finally, we have to go a little bit more positive on the team. What are you talking about, Coach? First of all, Cole Caulfield during that 10 game, he has 6 goals. The last game he scored is 17 and 18 goals of the year. Then we have to go with Mike Madison and Jordan Harris. Both of them have 5 assists during that tranche of 10 game. Then we have Joel Edmondson. He blocked 29 shots during that 10 games. That gave him a 2.9 block shot per game. Then we have to talk about Caden Coley, 7 takeaway. So what you talk about? So he took the puck, guys, at the situation he was battling, and he turned around to could become in transition. Not many defensemen can do that, and for the Montreal Canadiens. Another thing we need to mention, guys, they want to put Caden Coley on the right defenseman side. Why, Coach? I don't want to talk too much about this. I'm going to make a video this week. I believe because the Montreal Canadiens are going to have a lot of left defensemen, they will have to take one player on that side and move on the right side to keeping a little bit more better players in the lineup for the Montreal in the long term. Finally, the last player I want to talk about, guys, is Juraj Slavkovsky. 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Pretty good for the rookie when the Montreal Canadiens said he got promoted to play on the third line and play a little bit more the unit power play that helping him to get more points. And he proved he can play on a consistency game after game on the third line. Right now he play with Josh Anderson. So guys, just want to sharing with you the first subject about the reviewing and last 10 game of Montreal Canadiens. Please leave me a comment, tell me what you think about their performance, and let's dive in for the second subject of the day. My second subject, guys, I want to talk about Lane Hutson. We are now almost at the beginning of the World Junior Championship in the next 2 weeks. And I want to talk about Lane Hutson. First of all, he's a top 3 prospect for the Montreal Canadiens with Owen Beck and Sean Farrell. He's a 62 overall pick, 5'9", 155 pounds, short on the left. He played an NCAA for the Boston University the Terriers. In 16 games, he has 7 goals, 11 assists, 18 points. And right now, he is the first freshman defenseman NCAA with a 1.13 point per game. Pretty impressive if you think about this. Many scouts, experts in hockey, compare him to Spurgeon, Torrey Krug, and Quinn Hughes. What they have all in common, guys, is they are all 5'9", and they make the NHL. Many of them compare Lane Hutson could be a mix between Krug and Quinn Hughes. Then I want to talk about one reason he's going to make the NHL. Most of the people want to talk about him is because of his feet, his head, and his hands. The next couple of minutes, I'm going to show to you his front videos and the reason why he's so an amazing, great hockey player as a defenseman. One thing is getting more a new term in hockey. What are you talking about? They have now, they call this like a positioning-less hockey and offensive zone. So what it is? So it's now a movement interchangeable between winger, forward, defenseman, up and down. So they don't stay in the same position. It's almost like a 5 players. They rotate all the time on one way to another way. And that's called now a new term in hockey, the positionless hockey. 2 players does really well, guys, in hockey. And defenseman is Adam Fox and Kel McCall. I want to show guys an example what I'm talking about. Let's see Lane Hutson in action. Look, see, number 20 is going to go down right away left. He's going to turn around, bring the pipe back, and then he's going to the goal line. Look, he's hanging there right there. And then he's going to lose the puck. He turn around. He's going to be back on his position. Then the puck go outside the zone. Look about he's going to do this. He take up the puck, a quick up, and now he's attacking the zone. Again, he's coming to the right side of the goaltender. He make a shot. He did not score. But my point to you guys, this is about the new way you play hockey in NHL. You can go everywhere on the offensive zone to opponent team. The coach, Jay Pandolfo, if you remember him, is an ex-NHL player, played many years with the New Jersey Devils. One bad effect, he won the Stanley Cup. He's a coach for Lane Hutson. Said, look, Hutson hockey IQ is off of the chart. The guy, he can see everything on the ice, very shifty, an amazing, great skater. He's really impressed by the way Lane Hutson plays in the beginning of the season with his team. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, is his play look like Adam Fox and Kel McCall. Why? Because if 3 fundamental elements of Hutson is offensive game, the hockey IQ is deceptively quick skating, and is skillful stick angling. Here a video I'm talking about, and you're going to see how many times Kel McCall do this, and you're going to see how Adam Fox is so good. You're going to see him, Lane Hutson, pick up the puck. He carry on the puck, shift on the left. He's coming to the blue line. You see the vision of his teammate. He passed the puck. Once you see the replay and slow motion, he pick up the puck. Look his stride. 3 cross over there. He shift on his left leg, coming back in neutral zone. He put the head up. You see now 3 players. It's a 3 versus 2, a great pass, and then you get the goal by Phillips, number 17. And that's why the reason why Lane Hutson is so good. His skating, his vision, and how shifty he is. Then I want to talk about the fact like he's not only shifty with his hands, he's shifty with his head. He makes some move just because the way he shifts his head left to right. So he make a fake move when he wants to changing the direction, not only with his feet, but with the head. Here, another video. You're going to see him at the blue line. He get a pass from his teammate. He's coming out. Look his head. Boom. Right to the left. He's coming down. Pass in front of the net. He recovery puck behind the net. Look his vision again. Pass the puck on his teammate. And great opportunity for the Boston to score. But look again in slow motion. He set up the play. He called for the puck. He's going to get a puck. Look now his head. Focus on his head when you look the play in front of him. Shift on the right to the left. Is coming out. and now he passed the puck already. That's his hockey IQ. He's already see his teammate. Now he's go behind the net. He see again his teammate on his left side, pass the puck, and another opposite for Boss Terriers. And that's why Lane Hutson is phenomenal for me, and I'm so excited about him. Now, a lot of people talk about his small, so his defensive zone coverage or his battle 1-versus-1 is going to be a little bit difficult for him. Look, what you need to learn and what he does better and better since the beginning of the season with the BU is he read the play very well. His hockey IQ. He's good angling, positioning. You is sick properly. That's three things he does very well on defensive. So he don't need to be very big or battle to try to play physical. If he use those three fundamental on the defensive zone coverage as a defenseman, he's going to become a solid defenseman. Look, Adam Fox, if you watch him, watch Adam Fox for the next couple of games with the New York Rangers, focusing on one thing, his stick. Only his stick. Look what he does with his stick is phenomenal what Adam Fox does. We want to mention a bit more about him. Right now, he's since the beginning of the season, he gained muscle, about 5 pounds of muscle mass. That's pretty good. He studied the game, and he's on the call with Adam Nicola for the Montreal Canadiens guys every week. They're reviewing the game he plays on the weekend. He give him some tips. And so I can see now the Montreal Canadiens are really focusing on their development, on their prospect, not only play on the ice. We know NCAA guys, they practice only 3 times per week. They don't have every day, and they play a lot of game. So what he does, he really studies the game. He watch videos with his coaches, staff, with the BU, and it, of course, with Adam Nicola. So I just want to share it with this. And finally, guys, he's going to be a part of what? Team USA World Junior Championship 2023. So we're going to follow him, of course, with the team. We'll be see how his performance. If you have a chance, guys, to watching the NCAA Boston Terriers on the Boston University, you're going to enjoy to watching the number 20, Lane Hutson. So I just want to share with you guys the prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. But before we leave, we would like to hear from you. Leave me a comments. What do you think about Lane Hutson? This complete, guys, my 2 subjects of the day. That's it, guys. This complete my episode 206 of the App Daily News. But before we leave, we would like to invite you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to Hockey Nation Show, leave me a comments, and then definitely I want to remind you, you have greatness inside of you. I wish you an amazing, blessing Saturday, everybody.